I got a cool new intro, Stacy, and you about to check it out. Back at your cherry pop in the right way.
My turn?
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. Easy, you don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep, only scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
Yo, what's going on? Gray Pill Podcast, like always. Got Angelus represent for host of the most. This is going to be a very difficult and exciting but sad moment of a conversation for segments. Me personally, I wasn't expecting this, but that's how life is. If you're new, like always, hit the bell notification, hit the sub, hit the likes. I appreciate y'all. Like always, give a little special shout out to everybody here. Got my brother from another mother, Primal Studies.
Yo, how's it going, buddy?
All right, what's going on, guys? Stacy, the top left corner. Hey, Stacy.
Hi
All
there.
right, hey. And special guest, like always, Miss Lucky. How we doing, Lucky?
Hey y'all, sorry I couldn't come up.
It's okay. We respect you. Appreciate you, like always. And brother from another mother, like always, before the billions.
Hey, thank you so much, Angelus, for having me up. Shout out to everybody in the chat and everybody on the panel.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right. We're going to do this a little bit. Get my mug in here. All right. So like always, the Great Pill Podcast, we always talk about a different perspective. Y'all see your thumbnail a little bit in my feels just momentarily because a very wonderful, inspirational gentleman had passed away just recently. Before that, and this is me just telling my version of the story because this is how I see it. I was pretty much watching the lead attorney doing a reaction of a court case with Amber Turd. That's what we call it here on this end. # Amber Turd. And during which time in the chat, somebody goes and say about a good 6 hours ago, make a comment in reference to Kevin Samuels passing. So at that point, everybody's like, it's a rumor. It's Kevin Samuels, Ian, Kevin Samuels. So during which time, I'm like, okay, don't speak on or speak ill or gossip. Speak ill or speak gossip on somebody that you personally don't know, right? Unless you got some real proof about it. That's just how I feel about it. So with that being said, some hours passed by. Everybody going on in the YouTube space, gossiping, 30-second clip, hour clip. The only two respectable channels, I can't remember the other brother name, but I don't really be on his channel that much, but he's the only guy next to Jessica X. And I don't even mess with Jessica X like that. I'll come into her channel, show some respect, have good conversation, and I dip. You know what I'm saying? The only two channels that had some actual positive things to say about the man. And these other two, in my opinion, one was just dogging this man out, laughing about his death, chat going crazy, disrespectful over alleged rumor at the time. And the only question I can ask in the chat is, how are you going to gossip about somebody you don't even know? You don't have confirmation. And what happened on my end? Banned, deleted, kicked out. That's cool. That's cool. But if I come on your channel or your chat with some F you this or disrespectful that, do what you got to do. Handle me accordingly. But you're talking about somebody, if you don't like the man, you don't like the man. There's a lot of people I don't like. But I'm not going to never in my life wish the most harmful things on people. I'm never in my life going to wish death upon somebody or deletion, excuse me. It doesn't make any sense to do that. And this is the type of world we living in. This is the type of world we living in. And it's crazy to me because I remember the first day me and Mika talk about, and that's my YouTube wifey. Me and Mika literally had a conversation about the Gray Pill podcast where we say everything's not black and white, that we actually sit there and talk about the gray. And this is the gray. This is the gray where people run their mouth just to get clicks, super chats, views. And we have another one. Melanie King, where she know the family or not. Oh, I know the guy. I get personal. It's at that moment. It's rumors. At that moment, it's gossiping. But you want to show phones of selfies, claiming that's confirmed proof that y'all cool, y'all close like that. That's crazy. That is crazy. If somebody close to me passes away, I'm not going to be on YouTube. I'm not. Now, maybe some people say, you know what, Angelus? You know what, Angelus? That's they're grieving. That's the only way they know how. No, it's not. YouTube, super chat after super chat, I'm not getting monetized. Yes, you are. Because if you're anybody over 1,000 K, and if you're not getting a super chat and you're getting over 1,000 views, you get monetized. You're getting paid. Them checks coming in. They are. There are. So I will go ahead and say this. And just show this real quick, just to confirm it, because it is confirmed, not gossiping, not rumors, not people trying to get the super chats over everything else. This is confirmed that a great man actually passed away. Whether you like him or hate him, don't care. A great guy that did a lot more than anybody else complained about him. A lot more. So let me show this real quick. Anybody in the chat can see this real quick? Y'all can see this.
I was gonna say, Angelus, I had a thing pulled up on Revolt TV that seemed to be like one of the quick ones I saw. I was trying to share it to the screen, but it wasn't working. So I think that first link what you have up right now, I think that's what I see. And it seems like it says controversial YouTuber Kevin Samuel passes away. I think that might be a good one to pull up.
Okay. All right, I appreciate it.
Yep.
So this is a confirmation right here that he passed away.
Wow.
Revolt Black News has confirmed from reliable sources that YouTube sensation, and I'm glad they put it like that because others was actually had some other negative stuff to say about him. YouTube sensation and self-proclaimed relationship guru Kevin Samuels has passed away today, May the 5th. Excuse me. He was known to be dating advice and YouTube videos were operated under self-proclaimed titles and then some. So this is confirmation right here, ladies and gentlemen. Actual confirmation.
Story developing.
Yes. This is actual confirmation.
So let me ask you something, Angelus.
Sure.
Do you feel that because you wouldn't do it that way, you think that Melanie King shouldn't have done it that way? Because as a fan, I mean, people do certain things, especially if you maybe collab with them, you aren't close to them, but you still care, and you know other people care. So if you're just trying to call around, like people call around and get public information when they want to disparage people's characters. So I don't think it was harmful to try to get information. So I just kind of wanted to know, like,
Oh no,
did
that's
you feel that way because you wouldn't do it, or?
a little bit of both. Now I can understand, like for example, when the rumor came on to lead attorney's chat, right? And he did call. I mean, he don't know him personally. He don't know him that close, like family and friends, but I'm sure he considered him a friend. So he called live and said, "Hey, I didn't get no answers. Let's give it a day and see." Right? So I give that, but I'm not me personally. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, well, TLA said it, so that's a source." That's my main source, is just to confirm it. I'm not gonna do that. If actual friends and family said something, then yeah. Now the initial reaction that, from my opinion, of how it was done, and I'm gonna give an example, and I don't wish nobody on this. Like somebody passed away, and I'm boo-hooing and crying on YouTube. to me, that's just not my interaction. That's just my personal opinion. If somebody passed away, the first thing in my mind is not let me jump on YouTube and react to a close loved one or a close respect of mine had passed away. Secondly, if I know this person personally, let's say for example, anybody in my circle that I know that's close to me personally, if I went out to dinner, let's say I'm planning a trip with these guys right here in August. I'm not going to just take a picture of them in the distance and show it as a selfie saying, hey, I know Primal, or take selfies of me with a jacket or a coat that Primal Studies purchased to me and say, oh, because of that, I know him. That's not how I do that. To me, that's false in its own. She might, as a YouTube content creator, she might have great content. She might have some great meanings, stuff that she's saying, some great messages. I'm not gonna denounce that. But Wade, to answer your question, how you went about it, that's a little bit like off of me. You know what I'm saying? And then behind that, let's stay on the mourning process, right? If you stay in the mourning process, hey guys, you know, this what he bought me, some shoes. Hey guys, this what else he got me, you know, and these and that third. That's how we're going with this.
Well, do you ever see the meme about grandma's dead taking a selfie? Like, have you seen that meme?
Oh yeah.
Like of the 20-something-year-old THOT, and she's got like, you know, all this, and she's like, oh, grandma's dead.
Yeah.
Rip grandma. Like,
oh, did you see the other one, the hot chick when her grandfather passed away? And she had the hot skin type dress, and she actually modeled next to his casket.
Yeah,
with
that kind of thing is like
butt.
ridiculous, but people do it. People are wild. People are wild.
So now the question. So now I got to ask a question, Lucky. So in your opinion, and again, I don't want to wish this on nobody. If somebody passed to you, like how would you feel? Like how you think you should carry that? Because you're up and coming as a content creator. Because I know that recently, I'm not gonna, you know, bring up old dirt that you're literally trying to sweep, not just on the rug, but out your house. You know what I'm saying? You went through some type of personal stuff. So how do you feel like if it just became a passing? Like how do you feel like in your experience? How would you handle it?
Wait, say that again one more time.
It depends on if I had it depends. Like, for example, I met you through here.
Correct.
So, or if it was a content creator and I've been on their channel or we've collabed at some point, yeah, I would want to know. I would try personal resources, but I would also understand that there is a fan base out there because we are in the same sector.
Yes.
To where in which I would want to speak up, and I wouldn't see any harm in doing that. Considering it's not like he's not a public figure. So I could see if it was something personal, but as far as showing different things that a person got me, I would have to watch and see, in what taste was it done, because I don't think it's anything wrong with that either. Like, oh my gosh, Angelus, he brought me this, he brought me my camera, like he really supported me. I wouldn't think that would be a bad thing if that was me mentioning something that this person that was very influential, not just to me, to other people, passed away. I guess I just don't see the harm in that, unless it was done like in poor taste. But if it was heartfelt, I wouldn't feel away. Sometimes family feel away if you ask them, how did someone pass? I don't think that that's disrespectful. Obviously they're passed, so that's a normal question, like what happened? And people get so offended. It's like, okay, then why tell us that this person is gone if you don't want people that cared about the person to ask any questions, So that's how I feel about it.
Okay, that's fair. Billy and Stacy, your thoughts, and I'll show a little bit of clip while they get their thoughts in real quick.
Yeah, I think that it's really sad because there's so many things he really wanted to do.
Yeah.
Whether it be, because he talked about having like this whole, he had the Facebook group that was getting people together, and he brought a lot of people together for like these, just to have the conversation. With that being said, he was one of those people who influenced me in a positive way. Right? Got me into starting YouTube, got me into creating content, changing up my content to, to be more appealing. I even made a video about it, like one of my first videos that came out with, like, Kevin Samuels helped me with the advice that he gave to others. Right. And gave me a little bit more confidence as well, just by listening to some of the things like, oh, okay, you know what, you're not as bad as you think you are. You are actually somebody who is worth being in the room. When he talked about business, talking about being, a young Black man who is trying to succeed in life, trying to grow his career, he gave a lot of tidbits on that, and that was extremely helpful. Unfortunately, you do have a lot of people who, like at this point, hate Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Not even because of like he's personally affected them, but because they just don't like what he said to somebody else.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody who doesn't even look like them, they upset. Somebody who's they have no clue who they are. A random person he talked about. And you only saw a clip of it, and you got so upset. You got mad at his opinion. And because you got mad at his opinion, because he said something that you didn't like, or he said something more stern, he wasn't nice about how he said it. It was true, right? She did look like a linebacker, but you know what? I didn't like how he said it. And you see so many people like that. It really does bring down my respect level for a lot of people who are saying, "Oh, you know what? Kevin Samuels, did Kevin Samuels die alone?" That was one of the headlines I saw.
Yeah.
Had people having like a whole new challenge where they posting themselves in a hospital, talking about if you think that Kevin Samuels dying is funny, then you're sick. And then they say, "This is me in the hospital sick."
Yeah.
So it's just craziness at the end of the day. But yeah, I want to say rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I've since it's been being confirmed by people who speak to him pretty frequently. They would know more than I would, and if they're saying it, then most likely it's true.
Fair. I appreciate that. Primal Stacy. Yeah.
So just like full disclosure, I logged into Angela's thing, so I'll put a little like parentheses around it if it's coming from me, because I don't want to log out and log back in. But I think it's a huge highlight on taking care of your health, because even if you look like you're a healthy, youngish man, you got to take care of yourself, because things like heart attacks, they can get you, right? And you could be a picture of health and it can still get you. So stack the deck in your favor, make sure that you're doing all the things to take care of yourself. Just because you're thin doesn't necessarily mean your heart's in the greatest space, or, your blood sugar's in the greatest space, or whatever. So I think it's a huge highlight. Just because you look at somebody and they don't look sick doesn't mean that maybe something on their insides isn't quite right. And it's not necessarily any fault of his own. But it's a reminder, make sure you do everything you can to stack the deck in your favor, because you might be a person with a 10% body fat, but you can still have a heart attack. So do everything you can to promote your health, man.
Yeah, exactly. Ian, according to, let me read chat real. According to, again, and this is his rumor, so I can't deny, I can't confirm anything, bro. Some people was making comments in the chat telling us something that he drank a lot of Red Bull, so he had cardiac arrest. Someone else said something about a heart issue. So, pretty much tagging on to what Primal says, like, try to stack the deck against you when it comes to your health. I mean, that's the best solution ever. If you got, always get checked regularly. I don't know if he did. That's what I try to do. You know what I'm saying? Eat the best if you can, exercise daily, all that good stuff. So, that's pretty much what I got on it. But I'm gonna show this little clip real quick. Just, again, and this is not to sway or pivot a narrative, not to Lucky, not to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I respect Lucky because she's always comes out with an outside perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I respect her for that. Where is it?
This is crazy. This is insane. So I don't know what else to say tonight. Like, it's confirmed
you know, I started this live because this is not monetized. This will never be monetized. I don't want no super chats. I don't want nothing. Okay. I don't profit off death. Hold on. I got text messages and stuff coming in there. Hold on, guys. That was me. That was us. If you haven't seen that, the whole Tom Ford store was shut down for us. Actually, a paparazzi photo came out. A lot of people didn't see it. It was actually posted somewhere. No one else saw it, but we were. Oh my gosh! Look at this dress. You have to see this dress in person. I think I'm gonna buy it now. You got to see this dress in person. That what it looks like when you walk. Oh my gosh! It looks like you're walking through. It just looks like Marilyn Monroe, and that's where he was pushing me in that direction to be a classic beauty.
That's another super chat.
To go against the standards of today, which I was cool with, but we were fighting about other things.
Another super chat.
And Kevin fights you online. He was fighting you in person too.
Another super
chat.
He
was pushing you, but it was what he saw my potential. He saw me being better than what I was.
Yeah.
Super chat. After super chat.
It's not monetized though.
It's not monetized?
It's not monetized. She just got super chats.
Can you turn them off? Can you, like, I don't know, because I'm not monetized, right?
Yeah, you can
you like, hey, I'm not doing this stream with super chats. Can you just like turn it off?
Yeah, you can.
But would it still show?
You wouldn't get them at all.
Okay. So it would never. So if she had it off, that means that would not show at all.
It wouldn't show at all. You wouldn't be able. Nobody would be able to send you any money.
Okay, so that's confirmed super chats.
Yeah, confirmed monetization. And then she immediately showed a picture of Kevin Samuels, and then is gonna immediately talk about her dress that she wanted to buy.
Now, another young lady, I never seen her. I knew of Melanie King, you know, not giving no opinions on her. You take it how you want it. You're more than welcome. All the links will be below. I will actually make sure she's tagged too, because, you know, I don't try to be that phony. You know, it is what it is. Another young lady I saw, never seen her, somehow just came up in algorithm. And I thought it was just worse. It just never made any sense on how you talk about somebody on about the passing like that. That's another option, Kay. But the fact is, me going in, again, my opinion, this is a perspective I'm giving. If I'm making claims that I'm not making money off of nobody's death, and I know Jessica X actually done this before, she actually returned the super chats. You can actually do that. But if I actually have it off, it's not going to show. So that means all the multiple super chats over the 2 hours of period, because she's a very high qualified, high top tier content creator. So these are like over 2 hours of super chats. Bump the views, because again, if the super chat's not there, there's no ad revenues, but just the views alone, you're still gonna get paid. You're gonna come in later, get the little change, but she can actually, after the stream over, she can go on and then actually have everything returned.
You know, I think the way to deal with that, if it were me, if I had my druthers about it, and I was a content creator that was going to be monetized by it, I would say, I'm going to take all the money that is donated or super chatted or whatever comes of this stream, and I'm going to donate it to a foundation or a charity that would honor the memory of Kevin Samuels. That's how I would go about it. So if you're going to get money off of it, what my suggestion would be to all these content creators out there of find a charity that you feel like Kevin Samuels would have been inclined to donate to and say, this charity, I'm going to donate it to the memory of Kevin Samuels. I'm going to take all the money that comes in and I'm going to donate it to some type of entity that I think he would have supported. That's how you can make that right, I feel like.
Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Lucky.
How is doing a live stream where people send you Cash App because they want their questions highlighted overall? How is that worse for Kevin Samuels as opposed to when a Kobe Bryant and Gigi passes or any other influential person? People go live and people send in super chats and they don't donate it to Kobe Bryant's wife or nothing like that. So
Yeah, I think the difference
why is
is
it?
that she quite literally said it's not going to be monetized. So if she didn't say that, then it probably wouldn't be that big of an issue. But she kind of
Got
got
you.
caught in the
Okay.
lie.
Yeah.
I forgot she did say that. Okay,
Yeah.
so it is kind of like to hear that she could have turned it off. That is kind of like, why would you say you don't want, I'm not going to monetize off of this, yet you're getting monetized?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're trying to get monetized, nobody would have said anything if he didn't say, he
Yeah.
didn't tell people that. But
And to be fair, again, this is just my opinion. And let's say she did say it, but and then the chats came up, it could have been a mistake. And then like Primal Study said, hey, you know what? Oh my God, I forgot. But you know what? I'm gonna donate this to such as guys. And again, link, y'all can go back and watch the replay if you want to, and this and take it how for a grain of salt or how you want to take it. That could have been mentioned, never was mentioned at all. So that's pretty much was. It was just a lot of bunch of people giving their heartfelt sympathies and sharing their feelings and their moments, positive moments about Kevin Samuels, and that's pretty much it. But let me share this one real quick. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That's not it.
You can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't, Lucky. And it's sad. When I met you, I promise you, when I met you, Lucky, I just kept shaking my head like you, and I said the same thing. You can't. You can't. Oh man.
I think this highlights the fragility of life, actually. Like most of the time people are really resilient creatures and we'll kind of struggle through adversity and we'll come out the other side. But every now and again, something's going to take somebody away from us, right? And you're not going to see it coming. And that's why it's important to have a tribe of people, not just one person that you are, subscribed to their ideology or their thought process, but you need a tribe, because what happens at like this, in events like this, people come together and they try to sort out, how do we go forward from here? Because if you have just one leader or one influencer in your life that is your kind of guiding you and they go away, then you might feel really, really lost. And I saw Sir Hale Speaks, and he said, yeah, I'm taking this really hard. And yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people are going to take this really hard. But that's why it's important to not just be part of one community or one group, if you will, but to be part of multiple communities and multiple groups, because you're going to have quote unquote leaders leave this world, and it's going to be sudden and unexpected. And you need a place to kind of turn to express your feelings, because it sucks and it's hard. Just food for thought.
No, that's fair, because like even most most of the spaces that we dwell in, even backstage, we have like a very tight knit community, and I'm thankful for it. I even said it all the time. Like for me, networking is fun. I meet so many great people. I just met Lucky. I think she's a cool person. I don't think that she will be phony or deceptive. Even the conversation she's having, she's coming with a clear perspective. Like, hey, I just want to be clear about this. I'm looking from the outside in. I'm coming with this different angle, but at the same time, I'm coming in with support as well. And that's all I feel. You know what I'm saying? So, and I respect that. Those are people you want in your corner. When you come up, most people have YouTube channels just for therapeutic reasons. Some have them for just as hobbies. But when you do that, just keep in mind that you have people watching you in every spaces, whether it could be 5 people, but you have these other bigger content creators, 50,000, 100,000, want to belittle other ones. Man, you only got 200 subs. Man, you only got 1,000 subs. Okay, well, I'm still happy. I'm still happy with my 200 subscribers. So to the Great Pill clique, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for you, it'd be no me. If it wasn't for you, it'd be no me and Minka. You know what I'm saying? Would be no problem.
If it wasn't for Kevin, I would have never found
Lucky. Exactly. And he wasn't even on my radar. But just the fact that I'm learning, you cannot deny that he's one of them guys that, I got something from him. I learned something. I remember a time how somebody was as another content creator. They was trying to get their setup so close between, shout out to Fresh and Fit and Kevin Samuels, and it looks so similar. And I literally screenshot because he really didn't show that much, and he just started showing little and little more of his of all his behind the scenes type deal. You just never saw the mic. You know what I'm saying? You'll see the little he'll dim the lights on and off. He'll do this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm screenshotting like, hey, you got the same stuff. This is how Kevin doing it. This is how Kevin doing it. It's like, oh, thank you. I was like, you're welcome. You got the money. You can do that. I don't. So why don't you just take that and run with it? But it's and I don't agree with everything he said, but it's like some messages out there is like you just can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate him. I appreciate everybody. It comes down. It's a crazy little. It's a positive web that I feel like a lot of people weave versus the negative. You know what I'm saying? Even in this space right now, I'm glad of the people I met. I'm glad of the people that I've been working across and collaborating with and having conversations, because the conversations behind the lives and behind the content is unbelievable. And just because of that, you form so much, like Primal Study says, is a tribalism. I say church, it takes a church to build a house, but he say that tribe. So we're on the same wavelength with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way you need to go, especially positive people. Why are we gonna dog down? Why it's so quick and easy to be so negative? It doesn't make any sense. And let me show this real quick to give a better example of what I'm referring to. All right. And I don't know if y'all, okay, cool. This is somebody I just came across the screen, just giving a perfect example of what I mean by pure negative on every level.
Disparaging things about women, Black women in particular, their children. And I've heard him say stuff like, specifically, one of the things that he said personally that I heard him say
personally
that was really just disgusting to me. And this was before he was actually mainstream. This man actually said that he wanted for Black women and their children to have a Dust Bowl moment. And the Dust Bowl was just like, it was a time where abortions, how many babies have you guys?
Sorry.
As the casket goes down. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you ain't no real follower.
Absolutely not.
Shame on you. Shame on you, Black men. Shame on you.
Absolutely.
Don't even want to bury your daddy properly. Well, that's all I had to say.
All right.
To make it short at this point, I can get too blind fucked. I don't care.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat me some food and I'm gonna take me a shower and go to sleep and then start a new day like nothing even happened.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
same here.
You stay beautiful.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you back, girl. Love you more.
That's disgusting. She's over here laughing about it.
And
first of all, her
go ahead.
forehead is big.
Yeah.
Ain't lucky.
And she's not even that cute. And I'm trying to figure out, why is it okay to say how, like, he called a few girls that were fat. Okay, whoop-de-doo. But I'm trying to figure out, are we at a point where a man saying certain parts of reality that is reality deems him like that's what you get when he passes away? It's kind of like, if we looked into her life, what would we find? Just off of this live, she could croak over the same way I've seen comments and do the same thing. And how would a lot of men gang up on her?
Yeah.
Imagine being his child or his family, and you look online and you see people doing that.
Mm-hmm. And you want to know something else, I'm lucky? Guess what today is for her?
What?
Today's her birthday.
And she's online talking about someone. Oh my gosh.
These people don't have lives, man. They don't have real lives. That's the sad part, right? If you're so invested in what Kevin Samuels has to say about people that maybe are like you and you get that butthurt about it, I don't know what to tell you. Like
There's
a
some
couple
truth to it.
yeah, like a couple weeks ago, I watched a little clip on. There was this woman that came on. And he said, "Ma'am, you're average. You're average, and you're gonna like. Why are you settling for somebody else? Why would it be settling for you to be with a man that's average if you're an average woman?" And she got triggered by that. Like, I don't get how he's supposedly misogynistic or he's mean. Like, I felt like he was just saying the truth. And you know what? A lot of people get mad at the truth because the truth can hurt.
Yeah.
And I showed Stacy that clip because I was like, "Hey, all these people are calling him misogynistic. Does this seem misogynistic to you?" And she was like, "No." She was like, "You know what's funny? He didn't rate her. He just asked her questions. She rated herself. She told her story, and then she was mad about her own story. So what he did a lot of times was he held up a mirror, and you know what? People didn't like what they saw in the mirror.
And this crazy part is, I agree too. And the crazy part is, it's like when you hand the mirrors to them, and it's like you getting mad at the person actually holding the mirror. That's weird. That's weird.
That just shows deep delusion, and I think a lot of the times most women, especially Black women, they go through a lot of traumatic events growing up, and I think that they block out reality to where they start to live in their heads so much about what reality looks like to them to cope with the traumatic events. Like dating is a traumatic event. You know what I'm saying? Different connections, it could be very traumatic depending on your experience. So you got to think they're calling in, telling themselves for a long time, "I look good. You know, we're all beautiful," and we're all, you know, they've been telling themselves that. And to have somebody on such a public stage tell you you're not, you know, and kind of like read you your rights based on what you're saying, they were never used to that because a lot of men don't speak up like that. They're just now trying to speak up on a larger scale.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the chat, Marcus. Marcus said, modern women, majority of modern women are like they can't take serious than their own criticism. Yet she by herself in her on her birthday stream pathetic. She probably got a house for the cats. Hey, shout out to the Simpsons. Sunray, shout out to you. I think you're a new subscriber. I appreciate you. Kevin Lilly reminded me of a brutal, honest uncle. True. That's why I always thought him off like that. That cool uncle you get around the house and he find out some crap about you. It's like, you know what? Come sit your ass down right here. Let me talk to you real quick. He just give it to you straight. And then you take it, you don't. That's it. You don't have to tune into his channel. If you don't like it here, go somewhere else. You don't like, again, Fresh and Fit, not 100% fan of them. A lot of hypocrisy with them. But some things is like you'll take the little nuggets you can take and you go with it. It's a lot of subscribers out there I don't like. But if I go do my homework, let me give it a second chance, see about it. But if it's not for me, I'm gonna go about my business. I'm not gonna sit there and bash one individual, especially on their deathbed. That's crazy.
And you know what, Angelus? I saw Kevin hold men's feet to the fire too. Yeah. Right? It wasn't
for years.
He would hold the mirror up to men too. He was like, how tall are you? How much you weigh? What kind of job do you have? How much money do you make? All right, man, you're average at best. You're gonna get an average woman at best. It wasn't, but it seemed like that didn't trip as many triggers. What was that phrase you like to? You triggered my trap card. Or whatever, right? Isn't that what you like to say? But that didn't seem to anger men in this visceral way. I felt like men just kind of accepted, hey, this is what I am, right? Yeah. And you laid it out there for me, and yeah, maybe I'm a little mad about it, but you know what, Kevin, you're right. And I think it hits certain groups maybe a little bit different, and it's sad when you call a man misogynistic for holding up a mirror. I think that's sad.
Yeah.
There's no male liberation though. So you have a male coming in a time telling women, get off your high horse. You know, your shit actually stinks. Congratulations, you have children. You're going to date a man with children who's average, who, you know, made some mistakes too. I mean, there's a lot of things that he said. And you have also the baby mama culture where it's pretty much commercial about the woman on her purpose. You know, they praise the celebrity single mothers. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, there's no way that these women think that they can get a Russell Wilson and they don't like Sierra. their baby daddy is not Future, regardless of what we think. He has more money than any average person. You know what I'm saying? So, but people really believe that. So to have a man in the middle of this, women is power, women is God, you know, all those type of things, women tend to get offended, and it's harsh to hear a man say, "No, you're not." Especially the following. I think his following kind of damaged it too, because you have a lot of men who misuse his words, and they construe a lot of things that he say to fit their lifestyle. So I think that's the difference, is that a lot of women are liberal right now.
Yeah. And for some reason, and even with the men's thing, and you're 100% right, because I'll hear a lot of those conversations, and it's like men couldn't conflate the two. They just automatically wanted the top tier woman, but you have to be a certain criteria to be in that bracket if that's what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You can't be broke and tell me somebody I want a Halle Berry. That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. You don't even have enough, because he did say that a lot. You have to pay to play, in a sense. Like, you can't say, I want a woman that looks high maintenance, or she's this, and because you can't get her, now it's bashing her. Oh, remember, you're this. Oh, you hit the wall. Are you you know what I'm saying? Because look, when he got his popularity, the type of women he was around, he didn't care if they had a kid. They were beautiful. And I think it's I'm thankful that he came into the space, because maybe his purpose was to get a conversation started amongst this generation, and have more men kind of grab their balls, in a sense, and start speaking up for the things that they don't want, things that have some standards. And I think I think he started a really good conversation between us all.
And I mean, to my knowledge, Kevin never forced anybody to come up on his show. Like, these people were all willing participants coming up and asking for his feedback, right? And if you don't like if you didn't like your feedback, okay, cool. But you came on voluntarily, right?
Yep.
And now you're mad. And now you're mad because he assessed you.
Yep. And you asked for it. And I'm a big opponent of that one. I do not put my nose in nobody's business. But if you come to me, hey man, let me ask you a question. You sure you want the answer?
Yeah, because Angeles, what if I come to you and I say, Angeles, hey man, what'd you think about my last stream? And then you're like, well, I thought this, and this was good, but Primal, I'd work on this, and this. And then what if I came at you about, like, man, that's bull. You know what, come on, I asked you for real feedback, and you gave me real feedback. And now I'm acting in my feelings because you gave me real feedback. Like, people want everybody just to tell them you're beautiful. And this is we're in the participation trophy generation, right?
Yeah.
You're beautiful. You're a champion no matter what you do, and it's going to be okay. And here's the thing, like, I'll keep it 100. Like, I'm a single dad. Is that a badge of honor? No, it shouldn't be a badge of honor for anybody. That's just not an ideal situation. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but for men, for women, for everybody, that's the non-ideal situation. But like, when people say, hey, this is like, you're overweight, that's not ideal, but people get mad about it. Like, just, it's sad.
That's crazy. And just to respond to a chat real quick, shout out to you, Miss Chris. She said, "Great pill." Great pill is both of us. It's Mick and me. So, and jealous, if you will. Great pill. You and your feelings? I guess I am. Yes, I am in my feelings, because, well, again, if somebody you know pass away, and everybody, and they could be doing all the good in the world, you always got that 1 or 10 people always talking bad about you. And we already know about haters. When they talk about you, must be doing something right. So again, Kevin Shem must have been doing absolutely going God mode. So all the haters he got on God mode. But for somebody doing a 2-hour stream talking that very negative about one person, get a life. Get a life. It's your birthday. You should be out there partying. Where your man at? Where your girlfriend's at? That's crazy. Do you not agree, Miss Creative? The chat. You know what I did on my birthday? I got laid. Oops. I got drunk. I had a party. All my friends hit me up. I got the house. I don't even think I streamed. No, I did not. Matter of fact, it was on a Sunday. That was Primal stream. I didn't even jump on his stream to support him. It's my day. You know what I'm saying? That's just being 100. And I celebrate my whole month. That's just how I do, because I love me. Me first, next to God, then everybody else. God, me, the family, in that order. But I can't be that negative on people, especially when they pass away. It just doesn't make any sense for me. You know what I'm saying? He in my eyes, very inspirational man. Do I know him personally? No, I do not. All the stuff he done, do your homework. Do your homework. But like I tell everybody all the time, ask around. You can't please everybody. And I get it. You can't. But this is the type of world we live in, and I'm showing it right here so you can recognize this literally the type of world we live in. Shout out to the Great Pill Podcast, because literally everything is not black and white. This is literally the thickness of the gray right here. The thickness of the gray. You got nothing better to do with your day and time to talk about, at the moment, allegedly, a dead man. Allegedly. Oh, girl, I'm about to cook me something. I don't give a crap. Blah, 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 blah. I could tinkle on his grave. You know, I don't give a crap. You know, he all really. But let's do a body swap. But I bet you if I bet you if that 8, 9, and 10, you won't be screaming that noise. I bet you if you're single, living your good life, no kids, no baby daddy drama, you won't have those problems. Same thing to fellas. To be honest, I didn't even hear no fellas talk about them negatively. It's like bitter. A lot of those, not all, a lot of the bitter women bashing a man when you got nothing else better to do. I kind of wish they brought back all those soap operas my grandmother used to, because those are times when women was, in my eyes, majority of women were sitting down watching TV. Let me go watch the soap opera, because that kind of took the let me frame myself, sit home and watch the, Guiding Light, All My Children, Young and Restless. You know what I'm saying? Let me play with the cats. What's the cat ladies at? So I don't know, but this doesn't make any sense to me, man. This is the world. This is literally the world we live in.
Yeah. Hey, Angelus, I do have to drop, man. I hadn't eaten all day.
Hey, man, you good, man? I appreciate you. Any final thoughts, bro? We're gonna close it out.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to say that RIP to Kevin Samuels, an influential man who helped me out with all of his advice that he's given me. I used to make content, and I'll be like, oh, hopefully Kevin Samuels can see this, and I don't know if he ever did or not, but it's one of those things where I just had to say that he left a great legacy, a lot of great content, and I'm sure that his family and friends, loved him, and also will, benefit from the work that he has put in to the world as well. Despite whatever you say about his opinion, you can never downplay the fact that he was a great businessman.
Yeah.
Especially when it came to YouTube. And with that being said, thank you again, Angelus. Shout out to you, Primal Studies and Lucky. It's a pleasure speaking with you. And shout out to everybody who's in the chat.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Lucky. All right.
Appreciate you, man. All right, final thoughts. I know, Lucky, you're in the midst of getting them coins. So final thoughts. We're gonna close it out. We're not gonna drag this out, beat it up with a dead horse.
I just want to say, rest in peace, Kevin. Thank you for starting a conversation that was really needed in the community. I believe that you did it in a way that you were supposed to, because that's the only way most of us will start to listen. And I'm sorry that some people don't see the good in that, but I would just say rest in peace. And he left a huge impact on this generation for the right reasons.
Exactly. I appreciate that. Primal Studies.
Man, you know what I'll say? Salute to Kevin Samuels. Put your glass up for him. If you don't have one in your hand now, put it up at some time today or tomorrow. Just salute the man for encouraging the conversation, encouraging people to have standards, and trying to get people to reach for something better. So salute to Kevin.
Yep. Appreciate you. Final thoughts was pretty much my thoughts in the beginning, thoughts in the middle, and definitely thoughts at the end. Take your time out, love yourself before you start hating on others. Get a life. Work on yourself. That's pretty much what the message I heard from Kevin Samuels all the time. If you want something, do better. If you want something else, be better. I mean, what else we go with this conversation? Stop complaining about everybody else. I don't. Trust me. I've been in a lot of situations. I never sit there pointing at nobody else but myself because I made choices in my life that move forward. So get over yourself. Shout out to the Great Pill Podcast every Tuesday and Saturday. Love you.
I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow